Mr. Sims, tell me a little bit about your ministry.
Hope Aglow Ministries was started in 1964 by Ed and Alfreda Martin to reach out in an evangelistic ministry to men and women incarcerated in the jails and prisons across America, and we've been doing that ever since. And we go in and hold revival services, evangelistic meetings. We distribute Bible courses and literature into all 50 states across America, and we have seen a number of success stories over the years.
All right. Share a little bit about your dream.
I guess the greatest dream that we have for this ministry would be to set up a discipleship ministry using the churches of America. We are very good at evangelism. We can go in and we can present the gospel to men and women who are behind bars. People make life-changing decisions under distress. We all make real life changes under the tough times. Men make decisions, women make decisions, but our greatest difficulty is discipling these men and women. And the gospel, the Lord called us to make disciples, not converts. We must make disciples, and He's called the church to do this, not just a parachurch organization such as Hope Aglow. And the church needs to be reaching out to men and women. Satan has done the church a favor. He's rounded up all these lost people and put them in one place. All we have to do is go to them and begin to disciple them. Then when they're released, to bring them into our churches, which are really just discipleship centers. But most of the men and women who get out don't really have a church to go to. And my dream would be that someday we would have a home church waiting for every man and woman or young person being released from a prison, jail, or juvenile detention center.
Okay. Can you go on and explain a little bit about how we as individuals are victimized?
We're victimized in so many ways, and as we begin to look at our society tells us that in order to be a success, you have to have a lot of money. And in many cases, we must, people attempting to gather what society thinks would make us a success, which is the money or the things, we become victims. We become victims of our own greed. We become victims of our own desires. And then many times when we don't achieve those goals, people turn to drugs or alcohol. They turn to bad failed relationships. So there's our society, and what society, I guess, would quote unquote say was a success. We create victims every day, and I have that in my own family right now. I have a son-in-law who's very I guess he's an ex-son-in-law now, who's very, very smart, but he wanted to be a success. And during the search for success, he began to drink, and drank way too much, because he thought he had to drink with the people in order to for them to like him, or to drown or numb his insecurities. So society creates victims in a multitude of ways. There are sections of our society that I believe are victimized by our government, by welfare. Once you get caught into that system, it's extremely hard to break out of it. There's so many subsets of victimization.
Okay. Thank you.